Right, welcome back, part 2 of the poverty extravaganza, really. To be honest with you. So, yeah, there you go. So, that's a little explanation into the situation at the moment. Now, we have important... why have I even got the ashtray? I don't even know I've got the ashtray over there. I really don't. Now, we've got important updates that we are going to announce. Now, we all know about the Michelin status. Yeah, we all know about that. Now, I've got the oven on. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing. We have to, what I'm going to do, like I said, this is a poverty special, but it's a slightly upper class poverty special. Alright? So, this chicken is not cooked completely. Alright? Let's do this quickly. So I have to explain. Hang on. I'm not doing it properly. I'm not doing people justice, and I'm not doing it as I should. Right, Michelin. Right, we want Mitchie. Michelin is coming back. Alright. Now, those are quality roasted chickens. Right, onions. I've got to watch my onions, right? So anyway, let's just chill out and just calm down for a second, right? Now, so I've literally just had that, when I turned the last part 1 off, I turned that oven off completely. That pan is hot, I know what to do. My name's Sergeant Fury Toes, and we are not having an interruption. Right, now everyone notice that I did a mixture. Now, what I want to do with this mixture is I basically want to just be able to just sprinkle it over, alright? Now I want to let the onions cook off a little bit more because I want to get the juices in there, alright? So I just want them, they're almost where I want them. Actually, they're not bad. They're actually, I've got a very nice sweet smelling smell coming off there, alright? So I think that's time. Don't worry, we'll get back to what I'm doing. I know I get distracted, right? I know it's only a part 2, but on the advertisement, we are pretty pissed, right? So I will say that. So we're gonna just bring that out. Right, now. Right, I'm gonna call that a day on that front at the moment, and I don't need that at all, I don't think. So I'm going to leave it over there for a minute. I might not need it, who knows? Who knows in the world of Sergeant? Right, what is he going to be doing? No, I don't think I'm going to need it, so that's going to be used for something else in the video. Right, let's do it. Right, so the mixture. So we had the chicken powder. I put in a bit of salt, black pepper, white pepper, and the tarragon. Right. Now with this, all I want to do is just sprinkle it. So I'm almost making like a rub. Right. So I know we've fried it off. Right, and we've given the top of the chicken some colour. I just want to be able to rub that into that cooking process. Right. Now I know the chicken is only semi-cooked, but that's where the magic is going to happen with this rub, right? So what's happening? Well, at the moment, the rub is getting claggy, right? Why is that rub getting claggy? Is because all them dried spices are now getting soaked in to them oils that are in that chicken breast, and they've all been soaked in. And it's going to be really sticky and it feels really claggy, right? But that's good. That's what you want, right? That is now literally almost a Michelin star. Right, so let's put this in the oven and we will have to talk about what is exactly going on with double agent 00114. Now, there is some situations going on. I've had, this is one of the reasons why I've decided to do a cooking video today. I've uploaded a few World of Tank videos and a few my Forza races recently. I don't know if anyone's interested in that. They probably aren't. There are a few people or few gang members that are interested in the Forza 7 and World of Tanks that I do. I have a tactic on World of Tanks. I support, and then I get pissed off and just go in for basically a hammer attack. So I just call it my Soviet fucking eat my communist tack. I'm not a communist, I'm just saying. I'm playing World War II tanks. I like to play the German, Soviet and Chinese line specifically, just because I think their tanks look really cool. That's it. It's nothing to do with like political affiliation or anything like that. I'm completely opposite, but I just think the T-34 looks cool. The T-34-85 looks fucking cool. They all look cool. The German tanks look cool. The Chinese tanks look fucking cool. Some of the American tanks, my favourite American tank is probably the Hellcat. Some of the British tanks, I don't mind the Cromwell, that looks okay. But if you want to look for coolness of tanks, then there you go. Right, okay, so that's why I play them tanks. So, right, let's get off that subject now. So, right, anyway, update, right? Let's do this first because the oven's on. I need to get going. Right. The roast onions I've put in here, right? First of all, what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to give it a layer of the garlic and thyme oil first. Just like a little layer, like a little buff, right? Because I know what's going to happen. And I don't want the onions to fry and stick to the bottom of the pan, right? So I just want to create, this is going to be the bed of onions. And there's no garlic in this, it's literally just a bed of onions, right? Okay, now the chicken. Let's show this first. So, okay, let's show it first. Right, let's go through it. So, I'm just going to create just literally a bed of onions, right? For the chicken to lay on. Alright. Okay. Right, now we're going to get the chicken. It's a land there. Why is that when you flick? Why is it? It's like when you're flicking a bogey and it's still there. It's like flicking a bogey. Remember when you've like flicked a bogey at school? And you try to flick it off and it always like lands on your collar or land like on your cufflink, and then you still flick it again and then it lands like your pencil. It's like that. Right, so that's the chicken, right? So we have witnessed me frying it off in the pan, but then we've let it cool down. Now it's still warm, but it's just warm to the touch. Now when I applied all them powders on there, right, they all just sunk into the juice of the chicken itself. Right, so I know everyone's going, ooh, whatever, or some people are going pretty woo. Who knows, right? Right, now we're going to lay it on that onion bed, and I want it to be secure in there, right? So we're going to just lay that. Now I've got the oven on, right? Now I've whacked that oven on. And it's been on about 100 for about an hour. Now I've whacked it up about 15 minutes ago before I've done this video. It's about 165, 170 maybe. So I'm gonna lower it down slightly to about 160, and I'm gonna take it down to an actual, it's on a mid shelf, right? It's in the middle of the oven as you can go, right? And that's it. So I need to check the time. Okie dokie, so it's 10 to 8 in the Saturday of the evening of the first weekend of March. So anyway, right, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to transfer chippage situation. So it's 10 to 8. We've just whacked the chicken in. I reckon that's going to be, I'm going to leave that probably for about I don't know, how long do you reckon it'll be? I reckon if I leave that in there for about 30 minutes, at about 160, 40 minutes, that should be fine. So, right, okay, so here we go. Now, in this part of the video, or in this stage of the video, there's not really much we can do, right? What we're about to do is literally, I haven't even got all the bits out, right? It's literally about cutting up chips, right? Right, so while I'm going to let this oil heat up, we need to talk about the email, right, we got from Michelin. So we've had an update on 000114. Alright, we've had an update. I would like all the people and all the gang members, including Sheep Unit, Poloski, everyone else, and someone else I've just literally forgotten and completely forgotten. K something, fuck shape. I've forgotten. Sorry, I do apologise. I will have to shut up. Right. Johnny K's been with us for a while. Right, so now what's gone on? Okay, what's gone on? So the guide 000114 has been trapped under a boulder via on his ankle. His foot's gone blue. The guide and Johnny and the agent tried to free themselves. Apparently the boulder weighs about 4 tons, right? The guide has fled the scene, okay? Apparently managed to swim out 30 miles offshore to contact the boat, the backup boat that had all the survival gear, and apparently we thought had no radio contact. Apparently it did. It had an old transmitter, CB transmitter, AM wavelength only. Anyway, managed to make contact with Michelin. Okay, so that was a few days ago. Okay, now we don't know what's been going on with 000114. Who knows? Nobody fucking knows, right? Anyway, Michelin have dispatched the Michelin SEAL Force Rescue Navy Michelin Food Skill Chefy Navy SEALs. Alright, so now I need to bring out at this point wooden spoon because it gets serious. Because now it gets spicy. Yep. Now it gets Michelin. Anyway, the guide gave the description and destination as to where 000114 was located. They've arrived. They found nobody. They found the boulder in the river stream. Big boulder, very unusual. They found nobody. All they found was a decomposing blue foot that looks like it had been chewed off. Alright. So we don't know what's gone on. Right. All we've got is a foot, a boulder. They found a blood trail, but it just ended up in the river where he was located, and that was it. End of. So we've got a missing agent. They've searched parts of that island location, but Papua New Guinea is a massive island. So we've got a missing agent out there. Now, there was a slight tragic little offshoot to this, right? One of the Michelin SEAL members took it upon himself to go off on his own and just go for the island search for 0014 agent. God rest his soul, who knows? We don't know. And searched the island on his own. Now apparently he come into contact with a very tiny stream offshoot and succumbed to his death. By being eaten by man-eating frogs. We don't know what's happened. His body was found with frogs sitting all over him. Apparently one of them, or this type of breed of frog, is so toxic that its poo that it squirts in your arse and bum cheeks and your eye. They'd done all that. They'd leapt on him. They'd overcome him with frogs. They were all very green. And they all just went. We don't know why. And they was there. And so that's that passing. So that's the tragic news at the moment. We don't know what Michelin's going to do. We've got a missing agent. We've had a death in the actual rescue squad themselves. The guide is safe and sound. The captain of the boat, of the rescue boat, is safe and sound. We've got good news. Right, now let's do this. So we've got the potatoes. I've been rambling on, but I needed to get this out there, right? It was quite urgent, right? Now we've peeled these potatoes. I've saved you that aggravation, right? You know, I'm really shocked by this Papua New Guinea. You know, I had huge underestimations of this before. I said I wrote an email back and forth between Michelin saying I really don't think it's a very good idea implementing 00 Agent 0114. Why don't you implement 000115? And they said, well, why? And I said, well, why not? And they said, well, because he's got a very, and he's the next agent up and coming. If anything goes wrong, we don't know. And they said, no, because he's got a weird hobby to do with nailing his genitals to a small wooden board. What's all that about? And having 666 behind his head. And going on adventures to cave diving. And wearing lots of tattoos. And saying peace to the world. We don't know. So he's next. Probably not, because they'll probably send out a courier. So there we go. So that's the situation. Right, we're going to do the chips. The chicken is in the oven. That's cooking away. Right. Now, on the chip front, I don't want to waste any situation at all. Right. So we're going to go for some nice classic chips. So I'm glad everyone's with us. That's the situation. You know, I don't know what to say. I mean, sometimes I get confused by my... Well, hang on a second, everyone.